y'all. Hey, welcome to Juice on the Rocks. This is presented by the Lioness Den TV. I am your host, Aunt Juice. Thank you for coming through and checking out my content. If you like it, like, share, and subscribe, and even hit that notification bell if you like. What we're gonna do here is basically pop our shit, get some stuff up off our chest, talk about anything that I feel like talking about, and so we here for a good time, not a long time. Let's get into it. Okay, y'all. Good morning. I just wanted to come on here and say that I know that some of y'all content creators that are covering the Naziah Harris case, some of y'all are seeing my videos in regards to Tijuana Butts, but you're not engaging me. Instead, you're spinning off of what I'm doing and trying to, I guess, create a narrative around his sister, like as if she's not responsible for or in no way played a part in what happened to Naziah. I'm gonna tell you like this, and I've said it before. See, y'all keep wanting to give these enablers a pass. I can't do it. Y'all keep saying that it's nothing that she really could have done. She really didn't know this, that, and the third. I call bullshit. And I told y'all that the reason that I call bullshit is because she knew him before the rest of the world knew him. Before anybody came into contact with Jarvis Butts, she knew him. Why? Because that's his sister. Why? Because that's his family. His family members, and not just her, but the whole family. Anybody in that family that has had contact with Jarvis over the years, and or anybody who knows Jarvis that has had contact with his siblings and the rest of his family, I can almost guarantee that discussions have been had about his behavior. And I can almost guarantee that this PDF stuff did not just come up out of nowhere. Before the rest of the world, anybody that has encountered Jarvis in this whole situation with Naziah, before any of them encountered him, his family knew him. A lot of times in black families and in most families, I would say, trauma like this gets swept under the rug. And that's why we have people like Jarvis running amok in the community. I could say this in Tijuana. I'm gonna address you and your other brother directly. I bet y'all weren't leaving y'all kids with Jarvis. I bet y'all weren't letting Jarvis come and take your kids out. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm fucking lying. And this is just me asking y'all. Did y'all leave y'all kids with him? Because I can almost guarantee that if you're saying that you didn't know about him, then you probably were having your kids around him, right? So then you may want to talk to your kids and see and make sure that they're okay. If not, then you knew. So stop trying to alienate yourselves away from him like y'all are so estranged and y'all all because he's going through this situation. I understand like the position that you're in. That's your brother. I know it's gotta be hard. I empathize with that. But I do not empathize with turning a blind eye and making yourselves have deaf ears to what the fuck has been going on, because this motherfucker has been in the community wreaking all kinds of havoc. And if y'all are sitting up here saying, well, what was she supposed to do? What was the other brother supposed to do? What was his parents supposed to do? Every fucking thing. What do you mean? Anything to help him. Anything to get him to stop doing what the fuck he is doing. The minute he started producing children, at which point, if they knew that he had all this stuff going on with him, at the moment that he started producing children, they should have been on the phone with CPS like, hey, my brother has some mental health stuff going on with him, and he has been known to, be engaging in PDF behavior. He's producing kids. You need to see about my nieces and nephews. If you weren't going to go and talk to these baby mothers that were making babies with him, knowing what the fuck he is doing, because I'm telling you, if they even knew, the family knew. Tijuana had to know. And all of this is just my opinion because I've grown up seeing what enablers do. Enablers are the types that what goes on in this house stays in this house type shit and sweep abuse under the rug. Still letting these motherfuckers come around the family and shit, to family gatherings and whatnots. So the same smoke that I have for Shannon and for Annette and for Marquita and for even down the line to Roxy, and y'all can miss me with the Roxy comments because I already feel how I feel about her. Don't have to know her personally. I do not like what she is doing on these fucking internets. I don't. But I'm not here to talk about her and her fake scamming ass. Making money off that girl like that. Anyway, I'm just saying that the family had a due diligence. Not just Tijuana. And I'm going to be fair about that. Not just Tijuana. But I know me as a sister, and I love my brother. If I knew that my brother was engaging in PDF behavior, I'm not going to turn a blind eye and I'm not going to have deaf ears. I'm not. I love my brother too much to not hold him accountable and try to help him do better. Try to help him stop doing what he's doing. I would be the biggest fucking cock blocker on the planet. Do you understand what I'm saying? I would be in the motherfucking way. Why? Because that's my brother. And when I say that, I mean that I would be trying to put a stop to it. Now, you know you ain't supposed to be out here fucking around making no damn kids because of what you do. I would be loud about that shit because I would want him to feel ashamed so that he would stop fucking doing it. You can't make somebody do something. I get it. But if he didn't stop, I would tell y'all. Like, I'm not even going to hold it. Look, I love you that much, but I have to return you from whence you came. If mommy not going to do it, if daddy not going to do it, if nobody else is going to stop you from coming out the house and hurting people, tearing up lives and destroying kids, then I gotta return you from whence you came. And I love you and I will cry over your body after I do it. Because you my blood, you my flesh and blood. I wouldn't want nobody else to do it because it's people out here that's not playing about their loved ones. Some people that stand on business about they kids, about their loved ones. If there was a PDF around them, they would put bullets in them. They would torture them and then kill them. You understand what I'm saying? I would rather it be me or someone in our family to return him from whence he came, ashes to ashes, dust to dust. And I will cry over your body and call the police and tell them what I did, and then call mommy and say, since you couldn't do it, I did it. Because he wouldn't stop. Because he wouldn't stop. And I love my brother too much to let somebody else do it. I would rather have done it. And I would take the charges and I would go to jail. But at least my brother wouldn't be out here hurting nobody, destroying lives and wrecking people's lives and traumatizing kids and just being a whole fucking fuck up. I would love my brother that much to have to hate. I would hate to have to do it, but I would have to do it. I would hate to have to do it because I love my brother, but at the same time, you can't be out here destroying lives like that. You gotta go, brother. I love you, but you got to go. You sick. And you're not gonna stop. That is the responsibility of the family. Holding these sickos accountable. And doing something about it. Even if it's extreme. That doesn't mean that you love them any less. It just means that you understand that they're too far gone, that they're so sick in the mind that they can't be stopped. The only way is to return them from whence they came. They're gonna have to see that other side. And this is in no way like wishing, death on anybody, but I'm just speaking the truth. Like that's my truth. If it was my brother, I would have had to did it myself. And I would cry over his body. Why you made me do this to you? Why wouldn't you stop? So y'all can miss me with not holding this family accountable, because before anybody else in the world knew these people, they knew him. This stuff didn't just start up out of nowhere. He either has a serious mental illness, or he has suffered some trauma in the past that made him this way. Either way, he's sick in the head. And he's clearly not going to stop. And he's had way too many people looking the other way, which is why he was wreaking havoc the way that he was doing. And I will say this, and also in fairness, that before Jarvis, it seems to me that whole Harris family had some issues going on over there. Them people was bouncing off each other. Jarvis only fit right into the situation. They allowed the wolf in the house. Why? Because that's what they were used to. They were used to having wolves in the house already. But they damn sure held the door open and let him in and shut it behind him. Again, all my opinions. But y'all can say what y'all want to say about my commentary. But I'm standing on business when I say this. I know an enabler when I see one. And Tijuana Butts gets no pass from me. Neither does the other brother and the rest of the family that Jarvis came from. Somewhere, somebody in that family knew. Somewhere, somebody in that family had these discussions, and to me, it just seemed like it just all was swept under the rug, and they allowed him to just be out here running amok. It didn't seem to me that anybody was having these discussions with him, like son, nephew, brother, whatever, cousin. We love you. We love you, but you got to stop doing what you're doing. We know. You got to stop, because somebody going end you. What you doing is wrong. What you doing is sick. How can we help you to do better? How can we stop this behavior? Now, I'm not saying that the conversations never happened. I don't know. But what I'm saying is it's seeming like it never happened, because look at what he's doing. No one stepped in. It obviously, because look at what he's done. Look at what he's standing accused of. And this is not the first time he's standing accused of it. It's the first time he's standing accused of, well, not the first time he's standing accused of it when Isaiah, because when CPS was called the first time, Isaiah apparently had said something. But she was not taken seriously. So, it's just, I want y'all to really understand where I'm coming from, because this is how PDFs run amok in the community. People are literally sweeping this shit under the rug. If it ain't the system, it's the people in the households that's looking the other way. Ain't no way stuff like this is just going unnoticed, especially if you family with the person. People talk. One thing people love, I know, and have come to see, is they love controversy. They love talking about shit. But the whole thing of it is a stigma behind talking the shit that's taboo. So instead of harping on it and trying to really work to fix or get to the root of the problem, they will rather just sweep it under the rug, because of shame, fear, or embarrassment. We have to stop doing that. We have to overcome that. These people are destroying lives. It's time to stop looking the other way. And no, I'm going to hold these people accountable. I grew up around it, and I'm tired. I don't want to see this happen in another family. I don't want to see this happen to any more kids. I am a survivor. I am Naziah. I relate. And it's sad. The difference between me and Nazaya is that I'm alive to tell my story. That's the only difference. My mother literally walked in the room and saw my abuser on top of me and did nothing. So in no way is this a projection. I'm simply saying that I know what an enabler is. And still had the nerve to deny that he was doing what he was doing to me. It don't get no realer than that. Everyone in my family knows, because they heard word of mouth what happened to me. No one ever wants to talk about it though. Everyone wanted to sweep it under the rug, right? Out of fear of not re-traumatizing me. Cool, I can understand that. Because at the time, yeah, I was traumatized. I'm still kind of traumatized, but I'm working on my healing. I've been getting therapy for years. And that's what the proper care does. It helps you to heal your wounds. And I'm wondering if this family ever tried to do that for him. Like, did y'all try to get him therapy? Like, to try to help him? Like, I don't understand how he was running amok for 2.5 decades. Like, without a care in the world and plenty of people to turn a blind eye. I just don't. Well, anyway, that's my thoughts on the whole thing. I would appreciate, instead of y'all, just trying to pick at what I'm saying and in separate videos or whatever the case. I'm not saying don't make your own content about it, but what I am saying is at least engage mine. Let me know that it's directed, because if it ain't directed, it ain't respected. I know y'all are seeing my videos because want nobody talking about her until me. Want nobody talking about her until me. Let's keep it real. If you seen my videos and you got something to say, direct it. Especially if you think I'm wrong, but don't go trying to make a spectacle out of what I said. Come to my content and leave a comment. Engage me. We could talk about it. Because one thing I'm not going to do is not hold people accountable where they should be. See, one of Butts that day that she seen Nazaya at the shop, regardless to whether she knew who the little girl was or not, she still knew that it was a little girl. And her instincts were to follow that girl in the bathroom. Not in the bathroom, in the gas station. She said that she had to go to the bathroom, but she went in there right behind Nazaya. That wasn't no coincidence. That was her actively going in because she wanted to check shit out. She knew that was a little girl getting in and out of her brother's truck. Regardless to whether she knew who the little girl was or not, she knew it was a little girl getting in and out of her brother's truck, and it was odd. But why did you think that was odd? Unless you know something about your brother, why would that be odd? I'm just saying. I feel like she knew, and she again turned a blind eye and didn't do nothing. And half feel like had she intervened and said, in that moment, who are you? Why are you getting in and out of my brother's truck? Or approached him directly and said, hey, I don't feel like you should, be having this little girl. Like, who is this little girl? Why you shouldn't be having her, getting in and out of your truck like that? You're a grown ass man. I'm just saying. Yeah, she asked him who is she, but I feel like she should have really just deaded that. Like, come on, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, why is she up here at the shop? You know what I'm saying? She shouldn't be, just sitting up here at the shop getting in and out of your truck. This is not a safe spot. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all got all this equipment around. She could have said something like that. Because that's true. You know what I'm saying? A lot of mechanic shops don't even allow you to be around the shop like that. Because they got a lot of equipment, a lot of cars coming in and out, for servicing or working or need fixing, Hell, she was up there that day for the same thing. So it's a mechanic shop is not a place where kids should be hanging around, inside or out. Don't matter. Anything could happen. But she could have said that. And be like, nah, take that little girl home. Or did it herself. I don't know, just something. But hey, y'all not gonna see it my way. I already know. And it's cool. I'm prepared for the comments. But what I'm not going to do is tolerate y'all coming on my platform or my page leaving nasty ass comments. You can respectfully leave your comments and engage me, properly and share your thoughts without being rude or disrespectful or trying to tear me down. At least try to see where I'm coming from with it. I understand the sibling dynamic here. Why? Because I have siblings myself who I would die for. Now, unfortunately, 3 of my siblings are deceased. All 3 of my brothers are gone. They died young. And not off no street shit. One was killed in a car accident. One died when he was 24 from a lung disease. And my other one, he was born prematurely. And he died at birth. So, but for any of my brothers, I would absolutely die for them. So I understand the sibling dynamic. Me and my oldest brother, we was tight. But I can tell you what, if y'all remember the TV show What's Happening, y'all remember D? I'm that sister. That's the sister that I am. Love my brother to the moon and back. But I will hold you accountable for your shit. I will nail you to the wall for your shit. Why? Because I love you and I expect better from you. I want you to do better, and I want to see you win. I want to see you make it. I want to see you living your best life and being the best version of yourself. I don't want to see you out here hurting anybody. I don't want to see you out here hurting yourself. I understand the sibling dynamic. I love my brothers that much that I would absolutely... If you out here tearing up people's lives and stuff, I will hold you accountable. I will nail you to the wall. I'll call them folks myself. And if you don't stop, I will end it. I will end it. Absolutely 100%. And I will cry over your body and call mommy and tell her I did it. It's not right to be out here tearing up people's lives. It's not right. And y'all can sit up here and say that she didn't know all y'all want to, or that the family didn't know all y'all want to. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I believe he came from a system of enablers, and I believe that he just went right back into another system of enablers. And I believe he strategically picked these people out. Enablers know in other enablers. And honestly, I feel like, in my opinion, I feel like this whole thing was just a big old PDF ring. Pimping. Maybe a little bit of trafficking was getting ready to go down. Maybe. I don't know. I'm so flabbergasted at how all of this went on so long. Over a span of what, 2.5 decades? And people closest to him saying that they didn't know? Man, come on now. If he was telling these females that he was messing with and making kids with, then and all of the and then let's come on now, because the charges and all of that court information and stuff is public information. Like you literally it's like right there. Like if my brother went to jail, I'ma know what he was in there for, whether I'm estranged from him or not. People talk. And then if he out here having kids, I'm up in their business, like, because I'm trying to see my nieces and nephews. Like, what's going on? Y'all good? You know what I'm saying? They had this, Jarvis family had to do diligence to protect their nieces and nephews from him. I don't understand what y'all don't get about that. If it's my nieces and nephews, I'm going to do my due diligence. I'm telling you, I'm protecting my nieces and nephews. I'm calling CPS because, bitch, y'all baby mamas, y'all knew what he was doing. And I'm calling them people because y'all ain't right. Y'all sick. Y'all letting my brother just do this shit. And he creating kids, like, and he told y'all. And if he didn't tell y'all, some of y'all had the enough common sense to at least look up and see if he had a record. And I know you seen the shit. So now I gotta call CPS on you because you out here creating babies with a whole PDF. And yeah, he might be my brother, but this is sick. I'm protecting these kids. Because I'll tell you what, like I said, I'm wondering if Tijuana and her other brother was letting their kids go around him, if they have any. Like, what? If the answer is no, then bitch, y'all knew. If Jarvis had no contact with your kids, but you had contact with his, bitch, y'all knew. That's I don't know how much more clearer I gotta be. If you gonna protect your own kids, but not your nieces and nephews in the community from it, man, get the fuck out of here. Come on now. Again, these are my beliefs and my thoughts. So I'm gonna end this video right here. And I'll see y'all at another time. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. Hey, hit that like, share, and subscribe button if you like my commentary here. And you can check me out for more videos on this topic, the Zaya Harris and Jarvis Butts case. All right, I'm out.